Hello students, in this video let's see the rhyme scheme and figure of speech used in the poem The Castle written by Edwin Muir. The Castle by Edwin Muir is a poem which deals with themes of arrogance and betrayal. The poem begins with a feeling of unfailing confidence in the safety of the castle and progresses through an invasion of enemies and the loss of security due to greed. This 30-line poem is composed of 6 quintets and has an AB-AAB rhyme scheme. It is an allegorical poem. An allegory is a work that conveys a hidden meaning, usually moral, spiritual, or political, through the use of symbolic characters and events. In the first line, through that are the alliterated words. Here, alliteration has been used. Alliteration is the occurrence of the same letter or sound at the beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. So, through and that are the alliterated words. They seemed no threat to us at all. In that line, they, threat are the alliterated words. In the next line, for what we thought had we to fear. Here also alliteration is used. What and we are the alliterated words. In this line, rhetorical question is also used. Rhetorical question is a question asked in order to create a dramatic effort or to make a point rather than to get an answer. Though question mark is not given here, had we to fear is a question, but not with an intention to get an answer. Here the poet stresses that there wasn't anything to be feared about their enemies. In the line, with our arms and provender load on load, alliteration is used. Arms and are the alliterated words. Our gates were strong, our walls were thick. In this line, anaphora is used. Anaphora is the repetition of a word or phrase at the beginning of successive clauses or lines. Here the words are is used in the beginning of the clauses in one sentence twice. What could they offer us for bait? Here also rhetoric question is used. Here the poet is confident that nothing could be offered to them as bait to enter the castle. In the line, a little wicked, wicked gate. Here transferred epithet is used. A transferred epithet, as the name suggests, is a figure of speech formed by the transfer of an epithet. The term epithet refers to an adjective or a phrase that modifies a noun in the sentence, most probably the subject. The epithet, however, is transferred from the noun. It is actually meant to describe another noun. Wicked, wicked gate. Here the gates are not wicked. Instead, it refers to the guard who was standing there and who was wicked. In the next line, the wizened warder led them through. Alliteration is used. Wizened and warder are the alliterated words. O then our maze of tunneled stone. Here metaphor is used. Metaphor is a figure of speech that directly refers to one thing by mentioning another. It may provide or obscure clarity or identify hidden similarities between two different ideas. Here indirect comparison of the castle to a maze is made, which is a winding, intricate, confusing path. Grew thin and treacherous as air. Here the figure of speech used is simile. Simile is a figure of speech that directly compares two things, generally using as or like. Here in this line, treachery is compared to air using as. The famous citadel overthrown. Here epithet is used. An epithet is a word or phrase which describes the main quality of someone or something. Here the word citadel has been described using the word famous. It is an epithet. How can this shameful tale be told? Rhetorical question. Here the poet feels that this shameful tale cannot be told to anyone. Also in shameful tale, transferred epithet is used. Shameful is the adjective of tale. The tale is not by itself shameful. Only the act of the warder is shameful. So here it is transferred epithet. Our only enemy was gold. It's metaphor where enemy is compared to gold. Gold is also allegory. Allegory is a story, poem, or a picture that can be interpreted to reveal a hidden meaning, typically a moral or a political one. Here, gold has a hidden meaning of betrayal. Hope students you have understood. Happy learning.